Today, I'm going to share a story of my childhood. When I was in the second grade, and I would say around 1977 or 78, and I was on the school bus, a white kid spit in my face. I got on the bus and sat down. Then this white kid walked up to me and he said, "Get out of my seat." And I told him, "I'm not getting up. I was here first." Then he spit in my face. Plow! Big blob of spit on my face. So I told myself, okay, when he gets off the bus, I'm going to beat him up. So he sits down in another seat. All the kids get on the bus. The bus takes off. Bus is stopping and going, letting kids off. And the whole time, this spit is still on my face. And as it's sliding down my face, I'm getting madder and madder. Extremely upset, extremely pissed off. And remember this, I'm in the second grade, so I'm only 7 or 8 years old. And I told myself, like I said, I'm told myself I'm gonna wait till he gets off the bus and then I'm gonna beat him up. So finally he comes to his stop, and as he starts going down the steps of the bus, I jump up and I start wailing on his head. Pow, 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 banging the hell out of him. And he starts crying. And then the bus driver, which was a white lady, she asked me, "Why are you hitting him? Why are you hitting him?" And I told her, "Because he spit on me." And she told me, "I don't care what he does. You don't hit him. You don't ever hit him." So you know what she was telling me. I can't defend myself. During this time, being a black kid on this and living in North Carolina, it wasn't that many of us on the bus. And we used to catch hell from these damn white kids. It was really, really evil, some evil motherfuckers. Man, sometimes we had to fight these kids because they wanted to be assholes and just start shit for no reason. And there was another incident on the school bus where these white kids were picking on his sister. And she was older. She was like maybe, I guess, the 5th or 6th grade. But she was older. She was probably at least 2 or 3 times bigger than me. And they started picking on her. And that was a big mistake, because she started tagging them. Man, she was beating the hell out of them. She was fighting. This is one person. She was probably fighting about 3 or 4 of them and winning. And then somebody told her, "Sit down, you black bitch." And then she looked at him and said, "You damn right I'm black and I'm proud." And I remember, oh boy, they're just so evil, man. Even their children are just plain evil. And this happened in the state of North Carolina. And I believe that same year, we moved to Hawaii. I think I was still in the second. Yeah, I was still in the second grade then. I went to school there. Really didn't experience a whole lot of racism there, because what a lot of people don't know is, well, at least back then, Hawaii, it was very mixed. And actually, white people were the minority there, and the Hawaiians hated them. They hated them because they tricked them out of their land like they do everybody else. And they did not like them. But anyway, I went to school there. I was in the second grade. And this white kid called me a nigger. Now, I had never heard that word before. Didn't understand what it meant. But I knew I didn't like it, and I didn't like the way it sounded. So when he called me that, in that derogatory way that he did, I punched him dead in his nose. Pop! And his nose started bleeding. He was bleeding bad. He started whining and crying. And you know, back then they didn't kick kids out of school and suspend them and call the cops and everything else like they do now. They just handle it internally. I don't even think I don't even remember getting in trouble for that. I don't think they did anything. Maybe they put me in the corner or something like that. But they didn't do anything. When he went to the nurse or whatever, got his nose taken care of, and then the next day he came back wanting to be my friend. Now I don't know if he heard that nigger from Roots because it had came out during that time period. I don't know if he heard that and saw Roots and thought he was supposed to be calling me that, or his parents put it in his head or anything. But I never heard anything from his parents or anything like that, or the school never chastised me for it or talked to my parents about it. Wait a minute. My mom did ask me. I remember that she asked me why I hit him in the nose. Yes, so the school did tell him. She asked me why did I hit him in the nose, and I told her because he called me a nigger, and she got mad. She got real mad, and she said if he says it again, hit him again. Oh, it was so funny. Thinking back on it now, it was so funny the way she said it. She was fuming. So, and his parents never heard anything about them. So I guess like I said, I'm thinking that maybe he saw Roots and he got it from there, and he thought he was supposed to call me that because I never had any more problems from him after that. He just asked me to, yeah, because like I said, the next day he asked me to be his friend. So his parents probably told him to apologize to me. That's all. Just a story I thought I'd share. I think it's pretty funny. Okay, later.